This week on Granite State Challenge, the Clippers of Portsmouth High School take on the Rams of Tilton School. Only one team will advance. Granite State Challenge starts now.
Major funding for the production of Granite State Challenge is provided by Unitil. Additional funding provided by Bangor Savings Bank, Safety Insurance, NEA New Hampshire, Aroma Joe's, and viewers like you. Thank you. Get ready. It's time for New Hampshire high schools to match wits in a high-stakes scholastic showdown. It's time for Granite State Challenge. Here's your host, John Cannon.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Granite State Challenge. If you've been tuning in, you know that we are making our way through the quarterfinal round. Both these teams won their first round match. Let's see who advances to the semis. First up, we've got the team from Portsmouth High School.
Nolan Peters, I'm a senior.
Hi, I'm Jack, I'm a senior.
I'm Addit, I'm a junior.
I'm Ilya, I'm a junior.
The alternates are Anthony and Josh, and the team is coached by reading and writing specialist Hannah Dool, and they're the Clippers of Portsmouth High School. And their opponents this week is the team from Tilton School.
Hi, I'm Lex, and I'm a senior. Hi, I'm Nico, and I'm a junior.
I'm Jamie, I'm a junior.
Hi, I'm Sebastian, I'm a sophomore.
The alternates are Turner and Nathaniel, and the team is coached by social media and content specialist Lauren Robinson, and they're the Rams of the Tilton School. Those are our teams this week, but we do have one more introduction. Of course, our beloved judge back with us again on the Ann Cam is Ann Belanger. All right, teams, introductions are out of the way. Go ahead and grab those signaling devices. We're going to play some Granite State Challenge. We're going to start in round one with 10-point toss-up questions. So Portsmouth, Tilton, good luck. Here we go. In what year did Germany invade Poland and start World War II in Europe? Lex of Tilton?
1939.
That's right. This river in Washington, D.C. served as a boundary between Confederate and Union troops during the Civil War. Sebastian of Tilton?
The Potomac?
We'll give you that for sure, the Potomac. Friday gets its name from this Norse goddess of love, fertility, battle, and death. Nolan of Portsmouth?
Freya.
Yes. This metamorphic rock has been used on roofs, walkways, chalkboards, and pool tables. Nolan of Portsmouth?
Slate.
Slate is right. This son of Zeus and god of war was not a favorite of his dad for a number of reasons, including his support of the Trojans in the Trojan War. Jack of Portsmouth?
Aries.
Yes. This Canadian actor played Ken in Barbie and musician Sebastian Wilder in the 2016 movie La La Land. Lex of Tilton?
Ryan Gosling.
Yes. The use of this phrase to start the Indianapolis 500 has been in use since the 1940s. It is sometimes modified if a female is in the race. Nolan of Portsmouth?
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Correct. The basis for copyright law and intellectual property rights is found in these words, quote, to promote the progress of science and useful arts by securing for limited times to authors and inventors the exclusive right to their respective writings and discoveries in this document. Lex of Tilton?
Patent.
Sorry, no. Portsmouth? Nolan?
U.S. Constitution.
The U.S. Constitution is right. All right, teams, for the next question, go ahead and take a look at your monitors from my friend Tom Bergeron.
You may know that I was the first host of Granite State Challenge when it premiered before any of you were born in 1984. The #1 movie at the box office that year was the film written by Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis, who also starred in the movie alongside Bill Murray.
Nolan of Portsmouth?
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters is correct. Thank you, Tom. Teams, what poet wrote the lines, I celebrate myself and sing myself in the 1892 poem Song of Myself? Nico of Tilton?
Robert Frost.
Sorry, no. Portsmouth? Jack?
Poe.
No, it was Walt Whitman wrote those words. All right, teams, a math question for you if you'd like to use pencil and paper. What is the area of a triangle with a base of 5 inches and a height of 8 inches? Lex of Tilton?
20 square inches.
Correct. This consumer advocate and activist wrote the 1965 book Unsafe at Any Speed about the auto industry and safety. He also ran for president 4 times, for the Green Party in 1996 and 2000, the Reform Party in 2004, and as an independent in 2008. Lex of Tilton.
Nader.
Ralph Nader is right. This tasty hazelnut and cocoa spread was made in Italy in 1946 and was featured on a commemorative postage stamp in 2014. Nico of Tilton.
Nutella.
Yes. Some of the islands found in this group of islands, about 6 miles off the coast of New Hampshire, are part of New Hampshire. The rest are part of Maine. Jack of Portsmouth.
This Isles of Shoals.
Yes. All right, teams, our next question is our Unitil Power question. It is a 20-point toss-up question coming to you on your monitors. Take a look.
This American transcendentalist leader wrote, "The law of nature is, do the thing, and you shall have the power. But they who do not the thing have not the power."
Jack of Portsmouth.
Emerson.
Ralph Waldo Emerson. Yes. Teams in the Hunger Games, who says, "May the odds be ever in your favor"? Nolan of Portsmouth.
President Snow.
Sorry, no. Tilton? Lex?
Katniss.
No, it is Effie Trinket says those words. Some state drinks reflect something about their state. In Maine, the state drink is Moxie. In New Hampshire, it's apple cider. And in Massachusetts, it's cranberry juice. In Indiana, they went in a different direction and decided to keep it super simple and made this abundant liquid their state drink. Ilya of Portsmouth?
Water.
Correct. In 1964, Mattel introduced this younger sister of Barbie. Jack of Portsmouth?
Skipper.
Yes. The winning word in the 1970 Scripps spelling bee was croissant. Spell croissant. Jamie of Tilton.
Croissant.
Very well done. All right, teams, go ahead and take a look at your monitors for the next question. You are looking at the 1884 painting A Sunday on Le Grand Jatte by this French post-impressionist artist known for a painting style called pointillism. Jack of Portsmouth?
Moet.
Sorry, nope. Tilton? Is Georges Seurat. This sacred language of Hinduism, like Latin, is no longer a living language. Ilya of Portsmouth.
Sanskrit.
Correct. Napoleon was exiled to this volcanic island in the South Atlantic in 1815. He died on the island 6 years later. Jack of Portsmouth.
St. Helena.
Correct. In what musical will you find the songs Suddenly Seymour, Feed Me, and Mean Green Mother from Outer Space? Jack of Portsmouth?
Wicked.
Sorry, nope. Tilton? It is Little Shop of Horrors was the correct response. And that sound ends the round. And at the end of the round, Portsmouth out to a bit of a lead by a score of 130 to 70. Great job, teams. Keep it up. But we're going to take a break in the action and get to know our players a little bit. We're going to start with the team from Portsmouth High School. Portsmouth High School, of course, is located in Portsmouth, but it also includes the towns of Rye, Greenland, Newington, Newcastle. About 1,000 students attend, and this team defeated Kingswood in their first round game. And Ilya, we'll start down here with you. You are new to Granite State Challenge.
Yes.
Yes. When did you learn about Granite State Challenge?
The day our team took the test.
Okay, so tell us how that happened.
So Captain Nolan came up to me in Ancient Western Civ class, asking if I could help out with some trivia thing. I said yes, I like trivia. And then it was like, as we got into Ms. Duell's room, I learned that I could go on TV from this. So that'd be pretty cool.
And so how's it been so far? Is it?
Exceeded expectations.
Oh, there we go. That's how we like it. All right. Next up is Adit, who founded a club that I personally would love to be a part of. Tell us about it.
So I founded Ice Cream Club 2 years ago, and each week we try a new set of flavors and rate it from 1 through 10. And so far, my favorite flavor has been All-American Two Berry Pie from Kilwins.
Okay, so this is a school club, so you meet in school.
Yeah.
All right, bunch of kids just eating ice cream, trying them out. And what was the flavor again?
All-American Two Berry Pie.
All-American Two Berry Pie. And if folks want to get that, where should they go?
They should go to Kilwins in downtown Portsmouth.
All right, you heard it here first. All right, next up we have Jack. Jack, a transplant to New Hampshire we talked about last time you were on the show.
Yep.
Big football fan. What's your team?
The Green Bay Packers.
Okay, so a big Green Bay Packers fan, but uniquely, you've seen the Packers play how many places?
In 3 different continents.
3 different continents. So give us the rundown. You got North America,
Yep.
right?
And
Where
then
else?
Europe and South America.
Okay, so where in Europe did you see them play?
In London,
In London, okay. And then in South America?
Sao Paulo.
And that was recently. This was just this past
It was,
season, right?
yes, it was.
How was that experience?
It was a lot of fun. Sao Paulo is a huge city, and it was just a unique experience to get to see all of it.
Yeah, for sure. Awesome. All right, and Captain Nolan Peters. All right. Also a footballer, I guess. Tell us about your Pee Wee football experience.
I got a personal foul on my first ever play of Pee Wee football. I catch a touchdown. I go and spike the ball because this was like during prime Rob Gronkowski time when he was working his magic. Pick that ball up, spike it again, and I'm walking back to it for the 3rd round when the refs give me a foul for excessive celebration and my coaches have to pull me away from this ball.
Okay, so you were going for the triple spike. Was it that good of a touchdown?
Would have been worth 4.
All right, so you heard it here. All right, and that is the team from Portsmouth High School. All right, and their opponents in this quarterfinal round are the team from the Tilton School. Tilton School is a private boarding school in Tilton, New Hampshire. A little bit over 200 students defeated Guilford in your first round match. And we're going to start down here on the end with Sebastian, also a bit of a traveler, but you have a goal with your travel. Tell us.
Yeah, I want to hit every single national park in the United States.
Every single national park. So how many national parks are there total?
Well, 63.
63, and how many have you got?
Around 20-ish, 18.
Okay,
about.
so favorite so far?
Definitely Yosemite.
Gotcha. And then where are you hoping to go to in the near future?
Well, over the summer, I'm going to Yellowstone.
Oh,
with
okay.
my friend, yeah.
Excellent. Well, have fun. Stay safe. All right. Travel light. Next up, we've got Jamie. And Jamie and I share a love of geography. Tell us about your achievement in geography.
So on Sporkle.com, there's a quiz, the countries of the world. You have 15 minutes to list all 197 countries. My high score is all of them in 11 minutes.
Okay, so anybody out there can go online and take a shot at this quiz.
Yep.
Not easy, right? 197 different countries. How much time do you get to do it?
15 minutes.
And you did it in 11?
Yes.
All 197. Wow. Well, that'll be good on Granite State Challenge for sure. All right, next up is Nico. Is a collector, a very cool collector. What do you collect?
Video games.
Okay, so are we talking vintage video games, new video games?
All of the above.
All of the above. Okay, so do you collect the consoles as well?
I do.
Okay, so you're collecting consoles and games. So is there a maybe underrated console system or game out there?
I'd say the Wii U.
Okay, so the Wii U. Now, why is that such an unpopular opinion?
Didn't sell well, so not a lot of people have it, and not a lot of people knew it existed when it came out. So
Gotcha. Any favorite games on it?
I'd probably say Pikmin 3, and in preparation for this, me and my brother, we like to play Wii Jeopardy.
Gotcha.
So can't go
Well,
wrong with that.
Between Sporkle quizzes and Wii Jeopardy, how can you go wrong? All right, and of course you reference your brother Lex. Lex is the captain of the team, and maybe not a collector of video games, but a collector of movies by a specific director. Tell us.
Yes, sir. I've seen every Christopher Nolan film.
Okay, how many films is that?
Just about 12.
12 films by director Christopher Nolan. Do you have a favorite among his catalog?
It depends on how I'm feeling, but I would probably say between 3, The Dark Knight, Inception, and The Prestige, probably in no particular order. But
Okay.
Interstellar is pretty good as well.
Okay, I've not seen Interstellar. Should I?
Absolutely. You should make sure to watch it if you can.
All right, I'll add it to my list. That is Lex, and this is the team from Tilton School. All right, players, great job. We're going to get right back into the action in round 2, which is our 3 strikes and you're out round. So you've played this round before, so you're familiar, but I'll remind the folks at home that in this round, each team gets 10 questions, and we go right down the line, player by player, each player with 1 question. We'll keep going until all 10 questions are answered or until 3 strikes and you're out. We start this alphabetically, so we'll start with Portsmouth, and we'll start with you, Nolan. And just a reminder, each team has 3 passes, and something in the previous question will be the inspiration for the next question. So, Nolan of Portsmouth, here's your question. Henry VIII's daughter Elizabeth became Queen of England in 1558. Who was her mother? It was Anne Boleyn. Jack, in this British musical comedy, the wives of Henry VIII are in a singing competition to determine which one suffered the most as Henry's wife.
Pass.
At it?
Chop chin.
It is called Six for his 6 wives. All right, Ilya. In a parlor game based on the concept of 6 degrees of separation, individuals try to determine how far away the connection is between any celebrity and this specific celebrity.
Pass.
Pass to Nolan.
Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon is correct. Jack. Kevin Bacon played OMEG House member Chip Diller in this 1978 movie set at Faber College.
Pass.
At it, that's the last pass to you. Tough set of questions. That was Animal House. That is 3 strikes and the end of your rounds. All right, Tilton, opportunity to gain some ground here. Same drill. Lex, we're going to start with you. This is your question. In this song by Led Zeppelin, don't worry about a bustle in your hedgerow. It's just a spring clean for the May Queen.
Immigrant Song.
It is Stairway to Heaven. Nico. In this 1976 movie, the titular character jogs up the stairway to the Philadelphia Museum of Art and raises his arms in victory.
Rocky.
Yes. Jamie. Rocky Road ice cream is usually made up of chocolate ice cream, nuts, and this puffy ingredient.
Pass.
Marshmallows.
Marshmallows is right, Sebastian. Lex, we go to you. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man is a featured element of this 1984 movie starring Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd.
Ghostbusters.
Correct. Nico. Dan Aykroyd was a featured player in the first season of this long-running comedy show.
Friends.
Sorry, no, it's Saturday Night Live. Jamie, to you. In a 1973 song, this singer claims Saturday night's all right for fighting. He was much more peaceful in 1994 when he asked, "Can you feel the love tonight?" in The Lion King.
Elton John.
Correct. Sebastian, in 1969, John Lennon and his wife Yoko Ono spent a week protesting for peace in Amsterdam in one of these.
Pass.
To Lex.
Can you repeat the question, please?
In 1969, John Lennon and his wife Yoko Ono spent a week protesting for peace in Amsterdam in one of these.
A boat.
Sorry, nope, it is a bed, and that is the 3rd strike to end your rounds. All right, tightening up just a little bit after round 2. We're going to go right into round 3. I'd like to invite the alternates to come on up and join their teams at the podium as we get ready for our 60-second round. In our 60-second round, each team gets 10 questions in a category. They get to talk together and work together as a team. And we do take the captain's answer as the team answer. Lex, we'll start with you. Tilton as the team trailing, and you and your team can select from these 3 categories. We have timber, All That Glitters, and Bridgerton.
We'll do glitters.
All That Glitters. Okay, Tilton. For this category, the answers to the following will include the word gold. So again, you can talk. Lex, I'll take your answer as the team answer. 60 seconds, start the clock. She was the Prime Minister of Israel from 1969 to 1974.
Goldstein.
Is Golda Meir. She invaded the home of a nice bear family.
Goldilocks.
Correct. King Pelias sent Jason on a quest for this.
Gold sheep.
Is the golden fleece, but think about that. You could call a minor 49er this or someone out to marry for money.
Gold digger.
Correct. This began at Slater's Mill in California in 1848.
Gold rush.
Yes. This could be a brand of flour or a goal of an Olympian.
Gold medal.
Yes. This sitcom features 4 mature ladies living in Florida.
Golden girls.
Yes. This is another name for pyrite.
Fool's gold.
Fool's gold.
Correct. Neil Young was a miner for one of these in this 1972 classic.
Gold mining company.
He was looking for a heart of gold. This 1964 James Bond movie revolves around a villain planning to rob Fort Knox.
Goldfinger.
Correct. And that is the 10th question. And at the end of your round on the ANCAM,
I got 70. points.
7 out of 10 on your 60-second round. Nice job, Tilton. Portsmouth, we turn our attention to you. Nolan, you and your team can choose from either Timber or Bridgerton.
We'll go with Timber.
Timber, okay. So the answers to the following will be related to trees. Again, Nolan, you could talk to your team. I'll take your answer as the team answer. 60 seconds, start the clock. Ron Weasley drove his Ford Anglia into this violent tree.
Whomping Willow.
Correct. Shel Silverstein, book about a very greedy boy.
Giving Tree.
Correct. The Little Prince tried to stop these trees from growing over his planet.
Christmas trees.
It is a baobab tree. This Marvel character only says 3 words.
Groot.
Correct. You'll find these sentient trees in The Lord of the Rings.
Pass.
Is the Ents. He wrote a poem called Trees.
Robert Frost.
Is Joyce Kilmer, Tony Orlando and Dawn song about tying a yellow ribbon around this tree.
Christmas Tree.
Is Old Oak Tree. These trees pelted Dorothy and her friends with their fruit in The Wizard of Oz.
Apple Trees.
Correct. Pocahontas goes to this tree for advice in the 1995 film.
Maple Tree.
His grandmother Willow. According to legend, George Washington chopped one of these trees down.
Cherry Tree.
Correct. And at the end of their 60-second round on the end cam,
5.
5 out of 10. All right, even more tightening up after 3 rounds. Alternates, thank you very much. You can go ahead and grab your seats as we get ready for round 4. In round 4, we're going to pick back up with our toss-up questions, but we're going to make a couple changes. Number 1, we're going to double the point value to 20 points. But we will be deducting 20 points for incorrect answers. So playing smart and strategically in a tight match, Portsmouth and Tilton, good luck. Let's play. If you roll a standard 6-sided die, what is the probability of rolling a 5? Jack of Portsmouth?
1 in 6.
Correct. This mammal found in South America, Central America, and Southeast Asia is shaped like a pig and has short prehensile trunk like an elephant. Jack of Portsmouth.
An anteater?
Sorry, no. Tilton is known as the tapir. All right, teams, the next question is a video question coming to you on your monitors from Rebecca Rule, host of New Hampshire PBS's Our Hometown and author of New Hampshire Trivia. Take a look.
The 1975 movie, The UFO Incident, told the story of Betty and Barney Hill of Portsmouth, New Hampshire, who claim to have been abducted by aliens on Route 3 near Lancaster. In the movie, Betty is played by Estelle Parsons. This man played Barney. The actor is known for his deep voice, which you may recognize as the voice of Darth Vader.
Nico of Tilton.
James Earl Jones.
Correct. Peterborough, New Hampshire was the inspiration for the fictional town of Grover's Corners in the Thornton Wilder play Our Town. Wilder wrote some of the play while he was at this artist's colony in Peterborough. It is the McDowell colony. New Hampshire is known as the Granite State. What type of rock is granite? Lex of Tilton?
Igneous.
Yes. This term, used to describe a collection of wild animals, is also part of the title of a 1944 play by Tennessee Williams. That word is menagerie. All right, teams, go ahead and take a look at your monitors for the next clue. You are looking at a chick of this species of seabird that is featured in the poem The Rime of the Ancient Mariner by Samuel Taylor Coleridge, where a mariner had one hung around his neck as a punishment for killing one of the birds. Lex of Tilton.
Albatross.
Yes. This network of roads and paths that ran through North and South Vietnam and Laos and Cambodia during the Vietnam War was named for a North Vietnamese leader. Nolan of Portsmouth.
Ho Chi Minh.
Yes, correct. This 1928 work by Maurice Ravel was commissioned by dancer Ida Rubinstein in 1922, was played during the torchlighting ceremony of the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. That was Bolero. Only a handful of this New England poet's works were published during her lifetime, including I Taste a Liquor Never Brewed and Success is Counted Sweetest. Jamie of Tilton.
Emily Dickinson?
Correct. Phileas Fogg laid down a 20,000-pound bet that he could do this in an 1872 novel by Jules Verne. Nolan of Portsmouth.
Go around the world in 180 days.
Ooh, sorry, no. Tilton. It was 80 days, not 180. If you put NaCl on your food, what are you adding? Lex of Tilton.
Salt.
Yes. Coined in the early 20th century, smog is a visible form of air pollution from vehicle, industrial, and coal emissions, as well as fires. It is a portmanteau of these two words. Nolan of Portsmouth.
Smoke and fog.
Yes. That sound ends the game. A tight match, a great match at the end, but it is Tilton moving on by a score of 280 to 210. Congratulations on your victory, Tilton. We look forward to seeing you in the semifinal round. And Portsmouth, tough loss today, but congratulations on your first round victory. We hope you had fun. We had fun having you here, and we had fun having you here as well. We do hope you join us next week as the team from Conval takes on the team from Merrimack. That'll do it for us this week on Granite State Challenge. We hope you had fun. We hope you learned a lot. I did as well. And we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Major funding for the production of Granite State Challenge is provided by Unitil. Additional funding provided by Bangor Savings Bank, Safety Insurance, NEA New Hampshire, Aroma Joe's, and viewers like you. Thank you.